This website is called Remind. A couple years ago, it was called Remind 101. I guess they thought that was too remedial, so now they're just plain Remind. Uh, this is basically a text messaging or email app or website that we use with the students. Everybody's given a planner at the beginning of the year, but within about 3 days, nobody has their planner. They don't know if it's in their locker, maybe it's on the bus, maybe it fell into the recycling bin, but it's gone. The one thing they don't lose is their phones. So at the beginning of the year, we sign up the whole class as long as they don't have some sort of issue with text messaging and data rates. But to add a person, uh, you can add them in through either their email or phone number. You can give out a printable PDF, which will have the instructions that the students can go through and join a class. The in-person instructions, I sometimes put this up on the overhead projector. So they send a text message to the 81010 with the message now this is for fourth period, so at Mr. Munn 4, and they will automatically be joined into the class. Even though it is an app on my phone and on theirs, it's all third party. So they don't have my number, I don't have their number. And you can also set it up to where they can contact you via text message, or you can turn off all the communication. So it's just simply a one-way, you giving them instructions or a reminder for upcoming projects or quizzes, and they don't have the opportunity to reply. Or you can share a link. And this is something that now that every student has a Chromebook, we do share the link at the beginning of the year in the Google Classroom. So they can simply click on that and join the class as well. But once they're joined, it's easy enough. Down here at the bottom, I can reply to, this was a student who hit me up at 9:45 at night. You can set up office hours, which I didn't. I guess if I'm asleep, I don't get it. If I'm awake, I reply. Um, but it's easy enough. They can send a message. They're having trouble with something. I say, meet me in the classroom in the morning. You're not going to lose points. Great, thanks. And we're done for the day. But with all these classes, with all the students, down here in the message box, you type in anything that you want the students to know. The nice thing is, if I'm thinking about something during the day that I want them to know, but I don't want the message to go out at 10 o'clock in the morning because they get so many text messages that by 3:30, 4 o'clock, it's lost in the shuffle. So you can schedule a message and select the date and the time that it goes out. We have a conversation as a class at the beginning of the year because some kids are involved in after school activities, whether it's clubs or sports. And so we decide as a whole, what is the best time for these reminders to come out? So is it, they're done with sports at 5 and everybody's home by 5:30. Do they want it then, or do they want it at 6:30 by the time they've had an opportunity to get home and wind down? But as a group, we come up with a time, and it could be different for every class, but I can schedule the reminder to go out at that time. When I send it, I do get a confirmation like your message has been sent. And it's nice. You can do it to individual students if it's something that does not pertain to everybody, or a general class message. I also give this code to parents at back to school night. And for the folks that don't show up, I can either email it home or we can send home that PDF printout with the students. Parents do like to be informed, and this is a great way for them to get the same messages, about, again, upcoming tests, quizzes. If they've got deadlines that they need to meet with their research paper, we're able to get that information out efficiently. But it is an app that is available on Android or with the Apple. Or if students don't have cell phones, they can sign up through an email address, which every student now has a Chromebook. And so the messages will just go straight into their Google account from school. This would fall into Teacher Standard 3B and 3C.